My next upload for today is with regard to the issue of housing and the issue of all those matters that I've been raising attention with regard to for the past 3 years. I'm experiencing a circumstance that I shouldn't be experiencing. This is a problem that has been caused for me due to wrongdoings and failings and negligence. It's a little bit serious when a married mother is living in a one-bedroom apartment and being violated. It's a little bit serious when a married mother is separated from her child unlawfully. It's a little bit serious when other people are dictating about a qualified educator's wealth and well-being. It's a little bit serious when individuals are taking liberties and being prioritized and taking precedence in a life experience where they have absolutely no right to be. This situation that I am sharing about every day is for the attention of the government and the United Nations. I'm fully entitled to have my constitutional rights respected, and offenders against my constitutional rights since I became a married mother have done an awful disservice to the reputation of the pillars of society that uphold democracy. So those individuals that are of repeat offences and that have been of slander and defamation of my good name have not helped the greater good. The individuals that have perpetrated these offences and that haven't been duly addressed for their offences, and this person experiencing the experience that is occurring is an insult to the foundations of this country. So as I've worked for education, I'm highly concerned about the example that's been set to young people. As a teacher of a clean track record that I must keep reiterating, that has been slandered by individuals that have caused very serious disruption and that have been highly disrespectful. I'm really trying to get a message across to the government that there is a matter of urgency in Tralee, County Kerry with regard to protection laws and proximity being violated. The issue of repeat offenders of any establishment or agency that have not respected due process and that have not respected their professions and that have been quite disrespectful and discourteous to women and children's rights have set a bad taste and a bad tone to the circumstance that has had a wide-reaching effect on many others also. So those suffering from mental illness, they require mental health assistance. Those that are experiencing injustice, they require legal aid, legal care, legal supports, guidance and representation. There is no reason or no person in a position to decide about my legal rights or my housing rights or my medical rights. There are individuals for the past 3 to 4 years that have caused very dangerous offence and slander, and this is a message to the Honourable Government of Ireland with regard to my property in Ardfert and Kilflynn from my marriage and my ancestry. It's with regard to the individuals in my proximity disturbing the peace and causing discomfort for the past 2 years. It's with regard to my beautiful child that is legally meant to be in my care. And it is with regard to financial theft I have experienced and the fraudulence that is also occurring. So I'm waiting since 2017 for the Honourable Government to address the offences that I'm experiencing. There is an impact statement, 2 impact statements, and there have been 4 to 5, if not more, complaints procedures with the relevant state ombudsman. So I'm just wondering, with the exploitation of my good work and my creative and intellectual property, I'm really wondering how my circumstances are any different from any other law abiding citizen. Is it simply due to obstructions and obstacles, or is it for another purpose of a self serving agenda of individuals that have not acquired lawfully what they are stealing, basically? So, my circumstances as a law abiding citizen of individuals in my proximity defaming my good name and character, threatening my right to freedom, that has been only violated since I became a married mother. That's absolutely outrageous. So I'm just wondering, what kind of a message is this giving out to the country of young women that are planning to have a happy family in the future? What does it say that this woman that has worked for the betterment of society at home and abroad is experiencing negligent practitioners and professionals refusing to address their failings and causing me further offence and discomfort? What does that message say to young women hoping to have children of their own? It is not acceptable for two representatives of any agency to present themselves without documentation and separate a child from his mother. That's not a lawful action. It is not acceptable to be tolerating false reporting that slanders a person's good name. So I'm just wondering, what makes my circumstances any different to anyone else's when the exploitation I have experienced and the wealth and property that I own is being damaged because of fraud? And I'm wondering what the delay is for my rights to be respected. I didn't sign my rights over to anyone. My rights are not in the care of any other individuals. So I'd appreciate an immediate acknowledgement with regard to the offences that I'm unduly experiencing. And as I have reiterated, I'd appreciate my child in my care as he lawfully is entitled to be, with the best care provided as he was since he was born.